Peace. Think fast. Just had the little vibe. I done spoke on this before. Also connecting to the movie Jupiter Ascending with the bees, though. As far as like a lot of us, give off a certain energy that attracts certain animals and just beings of all walks of life in essence. Especially like whether it's little babies, because again, from a human aspect, babies aren't tampered with as much. Like as you grow old and you get all these little constructs put into you. You start to be groomed by these ideals that your parents give to you and that society give to you. So you kind of, if you're not raised in a place of like grooming your imagination and knowing who, knowing thyself and stuff like that, then, you'll get lost in this other sauce. But, again, kids coming up with that vibe where, they can pick up on those subtle energies, Like I have situations where kids, damn near run up to me, you know what I'm saying? Somebody will feel like, what the hell my child doing running up to this stranger, you know what I'm saying? There's a certain energy we give off. And also too, like with the things in nature, like bees and all these different animals. And lately I've been seeing like with bees and and roaches, like where I be in certain little areas, and it just seemed like roaches come walking to me on some type of vibe. But anyway, like also I done spoke about like this realm, and I don't get into the whether it's flat or round and these type of things. As a matter of fact, my whole vibe is like this motherfucker realm is what we make it on a subconscious level. Like whatever collectively is agreed upon. In essence, that's what this realm is. But I think about this aspect with these animals following some of us, and that whole aspect where they just following the energy too. Because it's like basically wherever light beings are gonna be at, that's the places where, put it like this, that aren't gonna be destroyed in essence. So, the animals on some vibes like, look, let me follow this energy, because I know wherever this energy goes is where things are gonna be, things are gonna be gravy, so to speak. Things are gonna be good, But if I'm around these other energies, like, nah, I don't, I might not want to be around these other energies as things continue to, go down the road, and these, again, these different animals, insects, all that, all these different walks of life feel that energy, so that's why they got that little vibe of like, being in our energy field. And just the aspect of, again, we're giving off, when we're in a, when we're in alignment, giving off a certain vibration, the more and more our energy is vibrating on the aspect of like the flower of life. I spoke on that, like the flower of life, like the magnetic ley lines within our toroidal field, our torus field around our body. The pattern look like the flower of life whenever we have a certain alignment with the chakras, a certain heart coherence, and a certain balance within the body. Again, we have that golden mean ratio, the magnetic lines in our torus field, basically mimicking nature, what I'm saying? Because plants, basically has that aspect, even growing in the sequence of the golden mean ratio, as far as like you might see a tree with a branch where the branch looks exactly like the tree, and then on that branch the limbs that come from it look exactly like the branch that it's on, and then the leaves on those branches, like it's just a constant fractal of the whole within the parts as well, what I'm saying, on the as above, so below, as within, so without as well. But anyway, back to the golden mean ratio. The golden mean ratio, when waves are spiraling in that formation with that formula, in essence, it allows for waves to constructively interfere with each other, meaning they when they do come across each other, they add to each other and not destruct each other. It's constructive interference. So when they interfere or come across each other, you know, it's constructive. It brings life, you know, when they flow like that. But it's only when, again, flowing in that golden mean ratio, you know. But whenever we're mad and sad and, you know, taken over by some type of you know, lower vibrational demonic energy, and we gotta watch the way we say the word demon, because again, one man's God is another man's devil, you know. And in a lot of cases, I'm a demon straight up, just off of the strength that, you know, my being is seen as demonic to some people's religions that they made up. You know, am I a demon? No, but we are. And two, that's the aspect of the universe, though. It's, you know, positive and negative, light and dark to everything, you know. But again, when we're in these lower vibrations, though, that our Taurus field, you know, is not spinning fully, and, you know, it's again, just like with the chakras, because the chakras are miniature Taurus fields, but, you know, the spin on it is kind of distorted and not, you know, flowing. You know, and just like a tornado, like a whirl, you know, there's different whirls we go into, like a whirlpool, you know. And check out my video about pine cones kissing noses on that vibe too. But yeah, again, back to that aspect, just realizing, again, because a lot of us may have these different vibes of this apocalyptic vibe of like. And I done spoke to this too, like, you know, the earth will make changes, you know what I'm saying? Things will change, but it's not necessarily on no apocalyptic, everybody got a transition type of vibe. Just more so if certain areas is going to be changing. But certain beings, you know, depending on where certain beings are at, is going to dictate that change. And matter of fact, my brethren had brought up that idea too, which it kind of surfaced to me on a vibe where, like, and two, that's maybe why some people, you know, it's like so many different factions of strategies out there, because I thought about like how some people, you know, may want, you know, especially the, you know, certain beings in America to move out of America. Some want to see it happen so they could have more of a little evilish control over this place, but some people want to see it happen so this place could fall, because also this place stays alive due to certain, you know, again, like certain people with a certain neuromelanin level and a certain, you know, pineal gland or pineal organ ability, you know what I'm saying, manifest things on a high level with that due to the subconscious programming. So by me just being in areas, you know, like, because that's, again, I tell people that's the importance too of us, like, you know, pulling away from certain aspects within the world, like not watching TV all the time and being more in nature and communing and connecting with certain beings that you want to see within your future realms, you know what I'm saying? Like, and not giving focus to anything that you want to, you know, anything that doesn't resonate with you, don't give focus to it. Of course, again, that don't mean stick your head in the sand and don't look at certain negative aspects that may pop up within your realm or whatever the case may be that may be relevant. You know what I'm saying? But if it's not relevant, why give it that energy and why give it that focus if it's not relevantly, you know, affecting what you're dealing with and what you're doing, you know? Or it's not giving you no insight that could really push you to the next level. Like, if watching the news would give me some type of insight that would push my spiritual being to the next level, I would watch it, you know? Like, but, you know, I don't see no vibes in it, you know? But, and not to say that there are some moments that don't pop up where I might have a vibe of, you know, checking it out. But again, the subconscious mind, you know, that's the whole aspect. And with a lot of these movies and TV shows trying to create a certain scenarios for us to, you know, again, if it gets stained in our subconscious, we're gonna, you know, have this view on a subconscious level. Therefore, we're gonna create and interact on whatever level, you know, that's being shown to us from movies and TV shows and whatever areas we're in, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we're consuming, because remember, we consume with, you know, eating wise, like actual food, but also with our eyes, you know, with our ears, you know, just the energy field in general, you know, it's all consumption, you know. But again, you got that whole aspect of again, the animals realizing, like, let me get close to the energy of these beings, you know what I'm saying? You know, because it's like, say for instance, if all beings of light left a certain coastline, like if just like how birds fly, like all of a sudden everybody, and again, that's why it's so important to have our pineal gland open and be vibrating on a high frequency so we could catch these downloads. Because literally, if we vibrating in certain frequencies, we're not gonna catch these downloads clearly. You know what I'm saying? But all of us catch the download to, say for instance, leave the East Coast, let's just say. And so all light beings just migrate. I use light beings, you know what I'm saying? Beings that embrace that primordial darkness, come from that primordial darkness and have a certain high vibrational energy and to their being, lack of a better word. But anyway, if all those beings move away from the East Coast, then there's no longer no reason to keep the East Coast, you know what I'm saying, up and running, as far as, because again, we own a body, within this realm in reality, we on or within this thing called, Earth, and Earth is a living thing, and say for instance, if something on the body is like, all right, none of my good cells in this area of the body, all I got is like these little, I didn't say good, all I got is these harmful cells, these toxic cells in this area of the body. Like I don't have no more, cleaning agents, or again, detoxifying energies in this area. Then I might as well just brush this little energy off, like that. So, and that's why it's so important for us to, to say it straight up, to not fuck around with the fuck arounds, in essence, and that doesn't mean that we're not having love and showing love to others, you know what I'm saying? Because again, it is about an aspect of healing, but again, we're not putting ourselves in places that are harmful to the future of where we're moving, If we're not trying to do the transhumanism thing, then why would I be looking at robots all day or be overly interested in robots if I'm not, if I'm not trying to see transhumanism in my future? Then why would I be focused on trying to make a robot stronger? I would be more focused on trying to make my pineal gland stronger and how to align my chakras to make fire come out my hand, like that brethren on that video I put on my Instagram. Like I'd be more concerned about charging my crystals and not my phone. Shout out to my brethren Narciss Glow with that vibe, I'd be more, interested in those things instead of, again, like if I know I'm being activated on a level where I'm about to be having certain, abilities, then why am I sitting here overly using my cell phone, or and again, that's the chess game of it. Yeah, I'm using my phone to deliver this message and connect and certain things, but just making sure we when the focus is unnecessary, pull away. But that's basically it, Again, because I wanted to bring that into the full circle of it. Not only just about, again, like the bees. You might have bees kind of flying in your energy field, or certain little animals, certain animals that normally wouldn't even come within feet of you, or a human in essence, is like coming close to you, or feeling comfortable in your energy field. And that's a great sign too, on your energy, But that's basically it. Just wanted to share that. Peace. Happy now. Now is a vibrate, of course. Not going too far in the future. Not going too far in the past. Right now.